Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I'll show you a little bit later. I've done a lot of watercolors, so I'm getting back into the groove. So now I'm starting something really totally new, which I think you guys will sort of appreciate, and maybe you even want to give it a try. So what you do, you sort of print out all this whatever you know, just random stuff. So this is like a background I made. I put some crowns on it. They're just, you know, brushes in Photoshop. Let me know if you want to try this, because then I'll upload them to my drive so you can download them. Leaves, I got little fishies. I have little sort of wavy stuff, more fishies. Then I got scales, diamond pattern, dotted pattern, more waves. Then I got these music notes with, these are also brushes I made for Photoshop, so you can make them as big or small as you like, because here it is in big. So I made all these patterns and I printed them out, and then what you do is, well, normally you do this on a wooden panel, but you know, me being getting right back into this this art, I don't want to use a panel right away because I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up. So this is, I've never done this before, so I thought I'd go for safe, and I am gonna do this on a big sheet of acrylic paper. So you got the music notes, and you got the leaves, and you got more of this, the bigger dots, smaller dots. So that's about what I have. So then what you do, this is a acrylic sheet. It has sort of a linen structure to it. So I pasted everything on there. That by itself is like art. Isn't it? It sort of looks cool. So you tear pieces off. You don't want to cut it because then it's too, you know, too squarish. So you want it to be more organic. So you tear the pieces off, and then you arrange them on your paper, your acrylic paper. You paste them down, but you got to use paste that is archival, because I think that's important. You know, you don't want something that's gonna, I don't know, just flip off the page someday, or just yellow or crumble or whatever. So this is archival glue. You can find that anywhere. It's really cheap. It doesn't have to be expensive. So then I tore these pieces off, and all sorts of scraps flying over the place, but I'll clean that up later. And you stick that on your you stick it on your piece of paper. I drew out 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. I kind of like that space. So then when you have it glued on, you can see it sort of is buckling a little bit because of all the glue and the binder I put on top. Because after you stick it down, I've put on a layer of binder, and I might do this 2 times. But I can feel that the paper is a little bit moist, so I'll have to give it time to dry. And I'm going to do this video from A to Z, you know, the whole thing. Normally, I like to just talk to you guys and do start something, and then, you know, I come back later and finish it off, or maybe I don't. You never know, because then I'm thinking, I don't like it. But this time I'm going to do the whole video. So this is the basic. Now what you do is, after the binder, everything is dry, because I'm gonna give it another layer. You get a piece of more, you know, sturdy paper, and I just took a sheet of acrylic, really cheap acrylic paper. You fold it like that, and then you draw on a vase. So we're gonna be putting a vase on here later. You just want the outline, because we're going to paint this over, but with a sort of technique that where you put paint on it and then you wipe it off again. So it's going to stain, but it's still going to sort of transparent, give you a transparent look so you can see what's under there. And then we're going to be painting flowers on top. And I'm being really bold here because I'm not a flower painting person, but I'm going to give it a try. So you're going to see it all from beginning to the end. And I hope you enjoy it, because this is going to be something I've never done before. But I'm looking forward to it. So this is the first part. And I'm sure you can understand everything I just told you. So you just get some thick acrylic paper, you put your pieces on there after you've printed them, and then cover the whole thing in binder, because when you put paint on it, you want to sort of rub it off again a little bit. And if you do that on the this collage thing without the binder, you're going to get those little bumpy things, you know, when you go over the paper too much. You're going to get the little bumpy things, and then the pattern might rub off. But if you put binder on top, you're going to seal that, and that's going to stay there like forever. So fun, fun, fun. And have you guys seen the new Instagram feature, Threads? I don't know why they came up with that. I have absolutely no clue. Now you can talk, you know, talk more, and I don't know. I think interact more with the followers you have, or something like that. But I tried it, but I'm not liking it up to now. But we'll see. Furthermore, I have nothing new. Oh yeah, I was going to show you my watercolors. Yeah, let's do that, if I have them here. Yep. Okay, first, I think I told you about that, you know, I showed you a really little one that I tried, so I made a bigger one. And this is the thing, you know, you make a bigger one, and this almost took me a whole day, really, because they're all centimeter by centimeter, and you have to color them in, and then that takes really, really long because you don't want them touching. And then I started, you know, putting something on top, and I hate this, I hate this, I hate that, I hate that, and that I really liked. But then it was too late. You know, it's all about the thickness of the pen you use. So you can see here, this one is thicker. Let me get you in close. See how thick that is? And then that one there, this one is good. But then you already ruined the whole thing, so we're just going to check it. Then I went back to, I think some of you remember that I did these stones and the, you know, the threads that are interacting with the stones. I really like this one. There's a little gold on there, gives it a little shine, but I don't like the stones. So I bought new, a watercolor, the expensive one, the Daniel Smith one. So we'll see how that's going to work out. But as you can see, there's not much going on in there. I don't like it. Then I started, you know, testing out stuff, because I do like sort of what this is doing here in the watercolor. I do like that. And I kind of like what this was doing, and this little one. And then I just put gold leaf on it just to make it pop. But, you know, it's just a test piece, testing out the you know, all my markers are, half of them I can just check because they're useless. They don't work anymore. So I'm going through that also, which is depressing because it's a lot of money that I have to throw away. Now this one I like. See how the watercolor feathers out around here, around there. I really like that. And then I put a little gold on it, of course. Who doesn't like gold? Then I did this one with the, I don't know what they are. I think they're just something abstract or something like that. Also a lot of gold on there. Then I did one where I thought, you know, that'll give me some inspiration to do other stuff. So this one I made. Don't really like the colors, but I like the way everything's working. I like the little leaves, and I like those little antennas on top. Then I started to do new stones, but can you see the thick ink? I sort of like that. That was fun doing that. I did that with a parallel pen. I've shown you that in the past. You know, that's just a pen that makes really straight lines. So that was really nice to try. Then I did another stones, and now I'm getting more into how I make that feather more. But then the top one didn't do it. I just went over it way too many times, and really it looks like a shoe. Yeah, so that's, you know, when it starts to look like something else, that's sort of when I sort of give up. But now it comes to think of it, that one looks like a shoe too. Look at that. That's like a shoe. Okay. Then I don't like it anymore. And this is another one where I was just, you know, testing out the, well, it's kind of cool, isn't it? Now that I look at it again. But I wanted to bring it all together, and then I started doing those, you know, shapes around it. And then I lost interest. Another one, testing out the watercolor. So right now I'm sort of waiting for the new watercolor. I might do a video about watercolor. That might be something you might enjoy, because what I'm looking for is a watercolor that granulates, and I'm not sure you all know what that means, but if you look at the watercolors, and if you buy them online, beneath the color you will see all these numbers and letters, and the square with the slash in it. Let me get a pen and I'll write it down for you. Okay, let's not mess that one up. So we all know what this is. Like, if this is a solid black, we have an opaque color, so you know it will cover stuff. Then you got this one with half black, and that is transparent. And then you have the whole blank one, and this is half transparent. This is really transparent. But you also have granulation. So when you put your color on the paper and it sort of starts to dry, the pigments will sort of come together and give you a pattern that looks like this. Something like this here, right there. And if you do it well enough, it gives really awesome stuff. So that's what I'm waiting for, and it's coming in today. I've waited 5 days. It takes a long time when it's around the Christmas time. You know, everyone's ordering stuff, but it's coming in today, and I might do another video about granulation and watercolor. So that's what I've been up to, guys. But right now, I'm going to make sure I'm going to use the blow dryer, just blow it and get it really dry. Might do another layer of binder, but I'll fill you in when I come back if I did that. So this is going to be a really long video, but I'm sure you don't care. So, see you all in the next part. Hello guys, I'm back. So this is dry, and I made that little vase thing. So I put it on there and I drew a line around it because that's where I'm going to be painting. And now I see that I have forgotten my water, but that doesn't matter because I got a new one. So I'll just use this one. Now the deal is that you put paint on, but it shouldn't be opaque. So I got my little bit of paper that I'm going to wipe it off with. Let me choose a good brush. So down here it's going to be dark blue, like this one. Oh look. So I chose transparent paints. I think that's going to help with the transparency. So that's about it, and then we're going to give it a nice little line like that, and we're going to put a little water on because we can, because we sealed this with, like I said, the binder. And now I've already messed it up because this was going to be light blue, that was going to be dark blue. Okay, well, ooh, see, that's fun. That's coming right off. See that? And it's staining it. That is beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy it's working. So let's do this part where I want it. Go around the vase. Then we're gonna sort of dab it. Ooh, that's starting to look really cool. Yeah. Okay. Now for real. So I'll have to clean my brush a little bit because there's a lot of dark in there. And we're going to start over because this is going to be the light color. Ooh, yeah, looking cool. And I don't really want the horizon of the table to be too straight because I don't think that fits with the look I'm going for. So we're gonna just give it this color. A little bit more here and there. Yeah, it's starting to. I might want the horizon up here a little bit. So maybe I should get a ruler just to make sure it's not too crooked, because we don't want it too crooked. And we want to see the crown sort of coming through the paint a little bit. I don't really like painting on on here. I'd rather have, you know, I'd rather sit down and paint. That feels a little bit better for me. Where's my water? Where did I leave my water? Here it is. So we're going to wet it a little bit more so it goes a little bit more transparent. I think that's about it. Okay. We're going to come back in and we're going to... I do like the way my iPad is though, because look, I have to really bend over before you get to see my hair in the picture. So that always, when I see that happen, you know, but I just don't want to go back and do the whole video over just because my red bunch of hair is sticking in the picture. But right now I don't think we'll have that problem. So that was that. Now we're going to go to the dark one. Here we go. And I do want a little bit of, I'll get my ruler. See, we do want a little bit of, let's say, at 13. That'd be nice. So let me get that on there. 13 up here, and 13 up here. So that's about 13. Yeah, we're just going to put that on there a little bit. Just to make sure it's not too crooked, because you don't want something hanging on the wall that looks really crooked. Or you have to really overdo it and then it looks cool, but not with this. So we're having a storm. I'm not sure if you can pick it up, but outside it's howling. Look how nice that covers, but just doesn't really cover down here too. Can you see how pretty that is? I like it. Okay, a little bit of water. Don't want to get it too opaque. Okay, that's looking cool. A little bit of water on the brush. See, everyone can do this. Who can't do this? Like everyone. Sorry, I'm sort of ticking against the microphone with my brush here. You don't want that. Okay, let's get the paper in a bit. Around about there. Oh, I've lost my, and that's okay. See, the nice part is that you can always adjust, because I've added this and this on top because there was too much music notes. So you can always just add it. What am I doing? So you can always just add it in the end if you don't like something really that much. And I think that's kind of cool with this, the technique. It gives a lot of leeway for when you mess up a little bit. But I think I will be doing a lot of black and white and those kind of tints for the prints, because they really pop up nicely. Okay, here we are. That's about it. Now I'm going to spray it. I'm not sure what I'm spraying it with, but I hope it's water. See, I want a little bit of a distressed look. I kind of like that, really. And then I want this coming out, you know, the little crown. And that's the cool part, because you can do that by just wetting the paper. See how I'm lifting off little bits? Just making it a little bit lighter. And I'm lifting off where the water has just settled a little bit. And that's because the binder underneath. So remember that when you're going to try this, it's the binder that gives it that kind of look. Or the ease as which you can pick up the paint. Okay, that's cool. That's coming through. Maybe here a little bit more. See how you can pick that up? Yeah, I think I'm there. Now we're going to put a, oops, I didn't expect that. Because I did want to keep this sort of how it was. So we'll just clean that off. But then I have to put that back on. But that doesn't matter, because I was going to put a little bit of a shadow around it. So that's going to work out. Just to give it a little bit of a feeling that it's standing somewhere where the light's hitting it. And I kind of like the way I'm using it right now, because it's giving it a little bit of structure, texture to it. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. But now comes the really difficult part. And I'm not really sure that I want to do it on here, because if I mess it up, I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. I got to think about this, guys. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, maybe a good thing that you could do is, if you're not good at painting flowers, might find a sort of a clear stamp with the outline of a flower bud, something like a rose or something like that. And then you could stamp it on, and then take that as a sort of a, I don't know, something that you could paint onto, I guess. Now I have a brush, and I've mixed up some paint, but I want it really nice and pinky. So what we're going to do is we're going to put flowers on. I think that's sort of what I'm looking for. But these have to be really thick painted flowers. And then we're going to put another one down here. And this is the first layer of these flowers, because they're going to be layered. That looks kind of cute. Yeah. Okay, a little bit more. And one up here. Yeah, let's give it all these pink flowers, and then we're going to come in with something that resembles baby breath or something like that. Don't know if you all call it like that. We call it gipskruid. There's going to be one there. Let's give it a little bit more paint, like that. And they're starting to look like flowers. It all has to be kind of loosey-goosey. You know, you don't want them to be too much realistic looking flowers, because that's not what we're going for here. But we do. Ja, doe maar. That's hubby asking if I want coffee. Okay. Ooh, a little one here, and then we're finished. Okay. Give it a little bit more. There you go. That's about it. Now, then we want to come in with white, but I think I'll use ink. Yeah, but I have to paint the green stuff in between too, but maybe I'll have to first wait until this is dry. I'm not totally sure, but let's give it that baby breath stuff. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that works. Yeah, and then we're gonna let it, I shouldn't have even done this. That's pretty stupid. Okay, but you're gonna get the idea that of what I'm going for. But I can't do that because I have to paint the green first, right? And I do have the green, so let's do some painting. Let's see, good brush. Yeah, I think I'll go for this type of brush. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so we're gonna do the painting like that. And these are eventually going to be the leaves, but I'm giving them the dark bit first, and then I'll come in with the a little bit lighter, like this. Ooh, that's looking cool. You can't see it, but this is looking really cool. You can't see it too well because you're not close to it and the light isn't really bouncing off it, but let's see. Can you see how juicy that is? That is juicy. And then of course we want some of that in here. And of course some lighter colored. Let me get some light green. I am really making a mess here. I'm just sort of winging it. Ooh, that's not working. Oh yeah, that is. That's looking cool. Let's have one come over the vase a little bit. Okay. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But isn't that fun sometimes? Yeah, it is. See, that's some light, really light green. It's going somewhere. Just don't know where it's going to end. A little bit more green. And a little bit of that white. Well, not really white, it's really light green. And then I can always come in later and give the leaves a little bit more of a definition, which I will be doing. And here we have to paint it. Dick, ik ben aan het videoen. Okay, so I'm giving it a little bit of a definition in between. Like that. And then later I'll come in and do another layer of leaves. Going over the little baby breath things because they have to be really on top or they won't look like anything. Ooh, it's starting to look really cool. Only these things, I have to get rid of these baby breathy things. But I can use that color here and there to bring some light into it. Let's see where we go. And up here a little bit of light because you want the most of the light on top because that's where, you know, that comes in. A little bit around here, a little bit down here. It's starting to look like flowers. And for me this is okay because I can't do flowers. Somehow I'm just not good at it. I'll just have to do some more examples on paper. Okay, wait a minute, up there. And then give it some more darkness here and there. So it really resembles leaves. Okay, we're gonna let this dry and then we can see, let's see up here, maybe a little bit more here, just to even it out. We're gonna let this dry, then I'm gonna come back and do another layer on the roses and then more definition on the leaves and then put the baby breath on. But this isn't ready yet because I gotta do something here too. So be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I touched up the flowers a little bit. I darkened the here the horizon part a bit, and I made this a little bit darker. So that's about as far as I'm gonna go. Then of course what I just had under the painting, those little baby breath things. which give it a nice touch, I guess. There we go. And then I wanted smaller ones. Not sure if this is going to give me smaller ones. We'll see. Or bigger ones. Nah, about the same size. Okie dokie. Gonna go for this one because I wanted really nice little small ones around it. Yeah, I think that does add to it because the big ones are nice, but having a bunch of small ones around it sort of makes it stand out a little bit more. Yeah. Well, I sort of like it, but it's not something I'm going to pursue, I don't think. Put some little things in the middle there. I think it was missing that. Just a little definition in the flowers. Here, that's too much paint there. Yeah, that makes it look a little bit better. That's a little bit too much. Let's see if we can take some off. That really spoils it. Oops. There we go. A little bit less. Yeah, that's better. Okie dokie. Yep, that looks better. That's it, guys. I'm done. I'm not going to do more of these. I think it's fun to do one, but that's about as far as it goes. Now I gotta clean up a really big mess. Yeah, I imagine this different. This bottom part, I imagine this a little bit different. Then up here, I imagine that a little bit different. I wanted really to have this shine more through more, you know, the patterns. And I could still do that because, like I said, that's why we put the binder on there. So you can almost really take it right off. Let's see. Let's take a bit off. See that? You can take it off. And up here a little bit. Let's see. And then come back in. Let's see if we can do that. Meh, I don't know. I do like that it's coming out a little bit more. And I might do the corner here, but nah, I think I'll just leave it like this. Just put that back on a little bit more. This is it. This is it. Just walk away. I'm always saying that. Just walk away. Okay, I hope you liked the video. It's a really long one, I know. But it was just something that I had to try because I saw someone do this somewhere. I'm not even sure if it was YouTube or it was Instagram. But I saw someone do it and I thought, hey, let me do that too. So, let me know if you're going to be trying this out. I can upload all these patterns that I made. I can make a few more. And then you can just print them out and you can start your own art piece. Okay, thank you all very much for watching. Love you all to pieces as usual. And now I'm going to spend an hour and a half cleaning up all the mess I made. Okay, see you in the next one. Love you all to pieces. Bye-bye.